Charles, Henry, come on. Let's keep moving. We need to get the crates on the ship. Girls, I said 1 suitcase each. What, did you pack your entire wardrobe? Your makeup? We're going on a dig, sweetie, not a fashion show. Leave it. Yes, what? You've been staring at me for 10 minutes. What do you want? All right, name please. Yeah. Yeah, I see you. You're one of the college kids going on the dig with Dr. Jones? See all those students standing around over there? That's where you need to go. Look, I don't know. I'm just a steward. Hey, Sophie, can you help this one? Yeah, I gotta find the captain and tell him we're already behind schedule. I tell you, they don't pay me enough. Hi, I'm Sophie. Don't worry about Sol. She just has a lot on her plate. She's not used to dealing with college students. Are you Dr. Jones' new research assistant? Hi, welcome. Yeah, I'm Dr. Jones's TA. I'm in charge of getting his class on board and making sure we all arrive safely. Yes, he's already at the dig site. He'll meet us there. Is this your first archaeological trip? Well, that's exciting. Believe me, you'll have a blast. I've done 5 of these already with Dr. Jones. Every year, it gets more and more exciting. I've traveled all over the world with Dr. Jones. Egypt, Nepal, Morocco. That was quite a dig. You should feel proud that he chose you for this dig. It's pretty competitive. Yeah, Dr. Jones loves field work. He has little patience for the administrative aspects of teaching. You know, grading papers, preparing lessons, coordinating these field trips. So I handle most of that for him. It lets him focus on scouting out the locations, talking to the locals, researching the area. Attention all passengers. We will set sail in 1 hour's time. 1 hour to departure. Well, we better get on the ship. Get you settled in your cabin. You'll be sharing a room with me, so we'll get to know each other. Come on, follow me. Well, here it is. It's small, but roomy. Go ahead and unpack and join me and the others in the conference room on the lower level. I'll be giving a debriefing to the rest of the research assistants. See you there. Quiet down, everyone. Quiet down, please. Well, welcome to our ship. This will be our home for the next 2 days. I hope that your room is accommodating. The captain tells me we can expect sunny weather and calm seas, but for those of you who are prone to seasickness, I recommend taking your motion sickness pill now before we set sail. The first night is always the roughest. Now, you all know why you're here. You have been chosen by Dr. Henry Jones, Jr., our prestigious professor of archaeology, to join him on a most exciting expedition. For weeks now, you have been studying in class the legend of the dead bishop's treasure. But for those of you who need a refresher, here it is. In 1357, the São Vicente left Lisbon to set sail for France. Now on the ship was a magnificent treasure owned by a Spanish bishop named Tybalt de Castilian, who had recently died. Now the bishop, during his lifetime, acquired and stockpiled a vast fortune. He had a collection of jewels and gemstones, gold, silver, and other rich trinkets. The São Vicente ship was to deliver this treasure to Pope Innocent VI in France. While sailing to the town of Cartagena, where we're headed now, the ship was taken and pillaged by pirates. The pirate ship was commanded by a man named Botafoc and a man named Jans. They overtook the São Vicente and stole the treasure. Now Botafoc's crew was captured in France and hanged, but Jan's crew escaped with much of the treasure. Jan and his pirates were never seen or heard from again. So, our mission is to dig near one of the secluded beaches of Cartagena, where it was rumored that the São Vicente was overtaken. Dr. Jones believed that some of the treasure was left behind there. Now he has already cleared it with the Spanish officials and has set up some grids for us to search. So your job as his research assistants are to meticulously excavate the sandy sediment in search of any artifacts. Now it's expected to be hot and humid on Cartagena, and we will be outside digging for most of the day, so I encourage you to dress appropriately. Wear lightweight clothing, sturdy shoes, a protective hat, and lots of sunscreen. Make sure you also pack some bottled waters so you don't get dehydrated. If you find anything, you are to alert me or Dr. Jones. Any questions? Okay, well, let's break now for dinner in the galley, and we'll follow up tomorrow with another debriefing. That sunset is gorgeous, isn't it? There's nothing like setting sail on the high seas, watching the sunset, listening to the waves crash against the ship. It makes me wonder what it would have been like to be on Jan's pirate ship, sailing away with all of that treasure. I wonder where they went. Did they spend the treasure? Did they trade it? Fight over it? Maybe Jans found a deserted island and retired there in luxury. Or maybe he buried the treasure somewhere. It's all a mystery, but Dr. Jones believes that this dig is key to finding the treasure. If only we can find a lead, one clue that That's all we need. And I'm aching to find the ending to this story. Well, it's getting late. I'm gonna hit the sack and dream of pirates and jewels and voyages across a vast ocean. We're here. Finally, we've arrived in Cartagena. Okay, folks, gather round. Dr. Jones has instructed me to split you up into pairs. Each pair will be responsible for digging a sectioned off piece of land on the beach. So grab your tools and find a buddy. Do you want to be my partner? Great. Well, let's start in this area here. You start digging and excavating. I'll be back once I've given everyone else their assignments. Found anything yet? Don't worry, we just started. Man, it's hot out here. I'm gonna grab a bottled water. I'll be right back. Hey, did you find anything? Oh my gosh, it's an antique watch. Look what you found. Come on, let's take this to Dr. Jones in his tent. Excuse me, Dr. Jones? Look what my friend found. It appears to be an antique watch. Look at the ornate detail. The beautiful etching on the back. The flawless ship. The clock has stopped long ago. Could the time mean anything? Yes, I understand. Could you stop outside? I just need to speak to the professor for a moment. Okay, here's the scoop. You stumbled upon a huge discovery, but we need to keep it under wraps. See, Dr. Jones has a contact in town, a cartographer who he's worked with on other occasions, that he has antique maps from the time period that Jan and his fellow pirates sailed the high seas. He believes one of these maps marks the way to the treasure. Dr. Jones believes Jan's buried the treasure in an attempt to keep it all for himself, but was killed by his fellow pirates before he could return. Now, one of these maps is key to finding the buried treasure, but which one? That is the question. This watch could be the key to unlocking that puzzle, but we must keep it to ourselves. Dr. Jones believes there is a traitor in our midst, someone who hopes to steal the treasure for themselves, rather than finding it for its archaeological and historic value. You do believe that treasure belongs in a museum, right? Good. Me too. Dr. Jones has agreed to bring us along in this hunt, if you wish. I mean, it would mean leaving this dig and going on our own expedition. I have to warn you, it could be dangerous, but I know Dr. Jones will keep us safe. So what do you say? Are you going to stay here and continue the dig? Or are you going to come with me and Dr. Jones?